to embark on an exploration of creativity, an aspect of our lives that often remains untapped despite its profound presence within us. We will delve into the concept of creative genius, a force that resides within each of us, waiting to be recognized and harnessed. To do so, we must first unravel a significant illusion that holds many of us captive, the belief that our true potential lies somewhere in the future, just beyond our grasp. This illusion is ingrained in our lives and is perpetuated by societal structures and cultural narratives. We are taught from a young age that our success and fulfillment are tied to future achievements, to a distant point in time when everything will fall into place. We are encouraged to prepare, to plan, and to work towards a future that promises happiness and satisfaction. Yet, this relentless focus on the future often causes us to overlook the profound truth that the present moment holds the key to unlocking our creative potential. Let us consider the cultural narrative that shapes our understanding of success and fulfillment. From early childhood, we are conditioned to believe that our worth is determined by our ability to achieve certain goals and milestones. In school, we are told that if we study hard and perform well, we will gain entry into prestigious institutions, land lucrative jobs, and eventually attain the coveted status of success. This narrative is reinforced throughout our lives, from our academic pursuits to our professional endeavors. We are often led to believe that happiness and fulfillment are rewards for future accomplishments. The promise of success becomes a carrot on a stick, perpetually just out of reach. This future-oriented mindset is deeply ingrained in our educational system, our career paths, and even our personal lives. We are taught to focus on the end goal rather than the process, to strive for a future that we are assured will bring us contentment. This constant focus on future success can create a sense of dissatisfaction and disconnection. We become so preoccupied with the pursuit of distant goals that we fail to fully engage with and appreciate the present moment. We chase after an elusive future, believing that it will bring us the fulfillment we seek, only to find that the future remains perpetually out of reach. One of the most significant manifestations of this illusion is the disconnect between our work and our personal lives. In modern industrialized societies, the roles we play at work often seem disconnected from the roles we fulfill at home. This disconnection is vividly illustrated in the portrayal of fathers as clowns or ineffectual figures in popular media. Fathers are often depicted as bumbling or out of touch, while mothers are portrayed as the pragmatic, problem-solving figures who manage the complexities of family life. This cultural narrative creates a divide between the professional and personal aspects of our lives. Fathers go to work in a place that feels remote and irrelevant to the family unit. Their work becomes an abstract concept, and their contributions are often reduced to the mere act of bringing home money. The family, on the other hand, is left to navigate the complexities of daily life without a meaningful connection to the father's professional endeavors. This separation is not just a superficial difference. It reflects a disconnection between our work and our sense of fulfillment. When our work is perceived as disconnected from our personal lives, it becomes challenging to find meaning and satisfaction in what we do. We are left feeling as though our contributions are inconsequential and our efforts are unappreciated. The traditional family structure, which once involved a shared experience of work and life, has been replaced by a model where work is externalized and compartmentalized. Children are given toys that simulate real-world activities, but fail to provide genuine engagement. They are separated from the real work of their parents and are left with superficial substitutes that do not fulfill their innate desire for meaningful participation. To understand the root of this disconnection, it is useful to examine the transition from agrarian to industrial culture. In agrarian societies, the family unit was central to both work and daily life. Each member of the family was involved in activities that were directly related to their sustenance and well-being. The father, mother, and children worked together, their tasks and roles contributing to a cohesive and harmonious whole. The agrarian model allowed for a deep integration of work and life. The family's work was not separate from their home life, it was an extension of it. The tasks performed by each family member were meaningful and directly related to their shared experience. This integration fostered a sense of unity and purpose, as the work done was directly connected to the family's survival and well-being. The rise of industrialization led to the compartmentalization of work and home life. Work was externalized and separated from the family unit, with individuals spending long hours away from home in factories and offices. This separation created a divide between the professional and personal aspects of life, leading to the disconnection we experience today. The industrial model has perpetuated the notion that work is a separate entity from personal life. The father goes to work in a factory or office, while the family remains at home, disconnected from the realities of his professional life. This separation has led to a reduction in the meaningfulness of work and a sense of alienation from the family unit. The illusion of future success is further reinforced by our educational system. From an early age, we are conditioned to view education as a series of steps leading to future achievements. We are taught that success is a matter of following a prescribed path, achieving specific milestones, and ultimately reaching a predetermined goal. This educational model perpetuates the idea that our worth is determined by our ability to achieve future success. We are encouraged to focus on grades, exams, and qualifications as a means of preparing for a future that promises fulfillment. The promise of success becomes a driving force, motivating us to strive for academic and professional achievements. This approach to education often leaves us feeling disillusioned and unfulfilled. We follow a prescribed path, achieving one goal after another, only to find that the promised future remains elusive. We are left feeling as though we have climbed a ladder only to discover that it was leaning against the wrong wall. The focus on future success can create a sense of dissatisfaction and disconnection from the present moment. We become so preoccupied with preparing for a distant goal that we fail to engage with and appreciate the present experience. The pursuit of future achievements becomes a source of stress and frustration, overshadowing the joy and fulfillment that can be found in the present. The present, often overshadowed by our fixation on the future or our regrets about the past, holds the key to unlocking our true creative potential. By understanding and embracing the present moment, we can begin to dissolve the barriers that inhibit our creativity and discover a connection to our own inner genius. The present moment, or now, is the only time that truly exists. It is the point at which life unfolds, where our experiences are lived, and where our potential is realized. Yet, despite its profound importance, the present moment is often relegated to the background of our consciousness. We are frequently consumed by thoughts of the past or anxieties about the future, leaving us disconnected from the immediate experience of life. To understand the significance of the present moment, let us reflect on its inherent qualities. The present is a space of infinite possibility. It is a canvas upon which we can paint our experiences, a stage upon which we can act out our dreams. The present moment is where our actions and decisions take shape and where our potential for creativity is most vibrant. The past is a collection of memories, and the future is a projection of our desires and fears. But the present is a realm of pure experience, free from the distortions of time. It is a space where we can fully engage with our surroundings, our emotions, and our thoughts. Our preoccupation with time often prevents us from fully experiencing the present moment. We are conditioned to think in terms of past and future, measuring our lives against a timeline of achievements and failures. This fixation on time can lead to a constant state of distraction, where our minds are perpetually focused on what has been or what might be, rather than what is. Consider how we often measure our worth based on past accomplishments or future goals. We are encouraged to reflect on past successes and failures, using them as benchmarks for our current worth. We are motivated by future aspirations driven by the promise of a better tomorrow. This focus on time can create a sense of dissatisfaction and disconnection from the present moment. The concept of non-attachment. This principle, rooted deeply in philosophical and spiritual traditions, emphasizes letting go of our rigid expectations, desires, and the need for control. By embracing non-attachment, we create the space for creativity to flourish, allowing us to experience our sense of freedom and connection with our true selves. Non-attachment does not imply a lack of care or involvement, but rather a profound understanding of the impermanent nature of life and our experiences. It involves releasing our grip on outcomes, desires, and material possessions, and instead embracing a sense of detachment that allows for a more fluid and open approach to life. At its core, non-attachment is about freeing ourselves from the constraints of expectation and control. It is the recognition that our clinging to specific outcomes or the need for certainty can limit our creative potential. By letting go of these attachments, we open ourselves to the full spectrum of creative possibilities. Expectations are often a significant barrier to creativity. When we attach ourselves to specific outcomes, we create a mental framework that can restrict our ability to think and act freely. This attachment to results can lead to a sense of pressure and anxiety, which in turn stifles our creative expression. Consider the creative process as an unfolding journey rather than a quest for a predefined destination. When we are overly focused on achieving specific results, we may find ourselves constrained by self-imposed limitations. Our creative efforts become influenced by the desire to meet expectations, rather than allowing the process to flow organically. The problem with expectations is that they can create a sense of rigidity in our creative endeavors. We may become fixated on achieving a particular standard or meeting certain criteria, which can hinder our ability to explore new ideas and perspectives. By releasing these expectations, we allow ourselves to be more open and receptive to the inherent spontaneity and fluidity of the creative process. To embrace non-attachment, we must cultivate a mindset of letting go. This involves recognizing and relinquishing our attachment to specific outcomes, desires, and the need for control. By doing so, we create space for creativity to emerge and flourish. Letting go begins with self-awareness. It requires us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, identifying areas where we may be holding on too tightly. Through practices such as mindfulness and meditation, we can develop a deeper understanding of our attachments and work towards releasing them. One effective way to cultivate a mindset of letting go is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. When we shift our attention from achieving a specific result to fully engaging with the creative process, we can experience a sense of freedom and enjoyment. This shift in perspective allows us to approach our work with a greater sense of curiosity and openness. Trust is a fundamental component of non-attachment. When we trust in the creative process, we relinquish our need for control and embrace the unknown with confidence. Trusting ourselves in the unfolding of our creative journey allows us to approach our work with a sense of ease and flow. Trusting in the process involves accepting that not everything will go according to plan. Creativity often involves exploring new territories and taking risks, which can lead to unexpected outcomes. By embracing uncertainty and trusting in our ability to navigate it, we open ourselves to a richer and more dynamic creative experience. Additionally, trust allows us to let go of the need for external validation. When we are confident in our own creative abilities and the value of our work, we are less likely to be influenced by others' opinions or judgments. This inner confidence fosters a greater sense of freedom and authenticity in our creative expression. Non-attachment also involves finding a balance between effort and effortlessness. Creativity requires a certain level of effort and dedication, but it should not be accompanied by a sense of struggle or strain. The art of non-attachment is about engaging with our creative work fully while remaining detached from the outcome. Effortlessness in creativity comes from a place of alignment and flow. When we are in harmony with the creative process, our efforts feel natural and effortless. This sense of flow allows us to engage deeply with our work without being bogged down by resistance or self-imposed pressures. It is important to approach our creative endeavors with a sense of playfulness and curiosity. By allowing ourselves to explore and experiment without rigid expectations, we create an environment where creativity can thrive. This approach fosters a sense of ease and enjoyment in our work, leading to a more fulfilling creative experience. The freedom that comes with non-attachment is profound. When we release our attachments to specific outcomes and desires, we create space for creativity to emerge and flourish. This freedom allows us to explore new possibilities and connect more with our inner selves. Non-attachment enables us to approach our creative work with a sense of openness and receptivity. We are less constrained by preconceived notions and more willing to embrace the unexpected. This freedom fosters a greater sense of innovation and originality in our creative expression. The freedom of non-attachment allows us to experience creativity as a form of self-expression rather than a means to an end. We are able to connect more deeply with our true selves and create work that is authentic and meaningful. This sense of freedom and authenticity enhances our overall creative experience and fulfillment. To integrate non-attachment into our creative practice, it is helpful to adopt practical strategies that support this mindset. These strategies can assist us in releasing our attachments and cultivating a greater sense of freedom in our work. Creativity thrives in an environment where spontaneity is embraced and the unknown is met with curiosity rather than fear. To fully tap into our creative genius, we must learn to navigate and celebrate the realm of spontaneity, where true innovation and authenticity are born. This section delves into the profound relationship between spontaneity, the unknown, and the creative process, exploring how embracing these elements can unlock our full creative potential. Spontaneity is the quality of being spontaneous, characterized by acting on impulse or intuition rather than through deliberate planning. It is the ability to respond to the present moment with an open heart and mind, allowing for unplanned and often surprising outcomes. In the realm of creativity, spontaneity is crucial because it allows us to break free from conventional patterns and explore new possibilities. Spontaneity involves a natural flow of energy and ideas arising from a place of inner freedom and authenticity. When we are spontaneous, we allow ourselves to be guided by our instincts and intuition, rather than being constrained by rigid plans or expectations. This freedom enables us to approach our creative endeavors with a sense of playfulness and openness, which can lead to breakthroughs and novel insights. The unknown plays a fundamental role in the creative process. It represents the vast, uncharted territory where new ideas and possibilities reside. Embracing the unknown involves stepping outside of familiar patterns and venturing into areas that are unfamiliar or uncertain. This willingness to explore the unknown is essential for fostering creativity and innovation. When we confront the unknown, we challenge ourselves to think differently and explore new perspectives. This process can lead to unexpected discoveries and insights that might not have been possible within the confines of the known. Embracing the unknown requires a shift in mindset where uncertainty is seen as an opportunity rather than a threat. Creativity often involves navigating the unknown with a sense of curiosity and wonder. Instead of fearing uncertainty, we can approach it as a canvas for exploration and experimentation. By embracing the unknown, we open ourselves to a wider range of creative possibilities and allow ourselves to connect more with our intuitive and imaginative faculties. One of the key challenges in the creative process is finding a balance between control and letting go. While it is important to have a sense of direction and purpose in our creative work, excessive control can stifle spontaneity and limit our ability to explore new ideas. Conversely, letting go without any sense of direction can lead to a lack of focus and coherence. The art of creativity involves a delicate dance between control and letting go. Control provides structure and organization, allowing us to channel our creative energy effectively. Letting go, on the other hand, allows for spontaneity and freedom, enabling us to explore new possibilities without being constrained by rigid expectations. In the journey of tapping into our creative genius, understanding and harnessing the concept of the flow state is pivotal. The flow state is a profound experience where one becomes fully immersed in an activity characterized by an effortless and highly productive engagement. This section explores the nature of the flow state, its relationship with creativity, and practical strategies for achieving and maintaining this state to enhance our creative endeavors. The flow state, often referred to as being in the zone, is a psychological condition where an individual is wholly absorbed in an activity. This state is marked by intense focus, deep enjoyment, and a sense of effortless involvement. Time seems to distort, with hours feeling like minutes, and the individual feels a profound sense of clarity and purpose. Activities performed in a flow state are intrinsically rewarding. The joy and satisfaction come from the process itself, rather than external rewards or recognition. This intrinsic motivation fuels sustained engagement and creativity. During flow, there is a diminished sense of self-consciousness. The individual is so immersed in the activity that self-awareness and self-criticism recede, allowing for a pure and unfiltered expression of creativity. The flow state occurs when there is a perfect balance between the challenge of the task and the individual's skill level. If the task is too easy, it may lead to boredom, while if it is too difficult, it can result in anxiety. The flow state emerges when the challenge is appropriately matched to one's capabilities. Time perception is altered in the flow state. Individuals often report losing track of time, as they are so engrossed in their activity that conventional measures of time become irrelevant. Creativity flourishes in the flow state because it allows for an unfiltered and uninhibited expression of ideas. When individuals are in flow, they are more likely to take risks, experiment, and explore new possibilities without being constrained by self-doubt or external pressures. The creative process becomes a natural and seamless extension of one's abilities and passions. The effortless engagement and intrinsic motivation enhance the quality and originality of the creative output. The sense of timelessness and deep focus facilitates sustained creative effort, leading to breakthroughs and innovations. Research has shown that the flow state is closely linked to heightened creativity. Studies have found that individuals who frequently experience flow are more likely to produce creative and original work. The ability to enter and maintain the flow state is a valuable skill for anyone seeking to enhance their creative potential. Achieving the flow state involves creating the right conditions and cultivating practices that support effortless engagement and deep concentration. Here are some strategies for tapping into and sustaining the flow state. Having clear and specific goals helps focus attention and provides direction. When the goals are well defined, individuals can channel their energy and creativity more effectively. Setting both short-term and long-term goals can create a sense of purpose and motivation. The flow state emerges when there is a balance between challenge and skill. Engaging in activities that are appropriately challenging, yet within one's capabilities, promotes the flow experience. If a task is too easy, seek ways to increase its complexity, and if it is too difficult, break it down into manageable components. Creating an environment that minimizes distractions is essential for achieving flow. Designate a specific workspace, turn off notifications, and set boundaries to protect focus time. A clutter-free and organized environment supports sustained concentration and creativity. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing can enhance the ability to enter the flow state. Mindfulness helps individuals stay present and focused, reducing mental clutter and promoting a state of relaxed concentration. Identify activities that naturally induce flow and integrate them into your routine. These activities could be related to your creative work, hobbies, or interests. Regularly engaging in flow-inducing activities helps build the skills and mindset necessary for achieving flow in various contexts. Embracing challenges and viewing them as opportunities for growth can enhance the likelihood of experiencing flow. Rather than avoiding difficult tasks, approach them with curiosity and a willingness to learn. This mindset fosters resilience and creativity. Allowing time for rest and recovery is crucial for maintaining the flow state over the long term. Regular breaks and periods of relaxation help prevent burnout and sustain creative energy. Incorporate restorative practices into your routine to support overall well-being. Periodically reflect on your experiences with flow and make adjustments as needed. Assess what conditions and practices contribute to your flow state and identify any barriers or challenges. Continuous reflection and adjustment help optimize your ability to enter and sustain flow. Musicians often enter the flow state during performances or practice sessions. The deep immersion in playing an instrument, composing, or improvising can lead to a heightened sense of creativity and expression. Renowned musicians, such as jazz improvisers or classical composers, frequently report experiencing flow during their creative work. Athletes also experience flow during peak performance. The intense focus, coordination, and enjoyment of the activity contribute to a state of effortless engagement. Whether it's a basketball player making a series of perfect shots or a dancer performing a complex routine, flow enhances their performance and satisfaction. Visual artists, writers, and other creative professionals often enter flow while working on their craft. The process of creating art, writing, or designing can become a seamless and immersive experience where ideas flow effortlessly and the resulting work is resonant. Scientists and innovators frequently experience flow when engaged in problem solving and discovery. The process of exploring new ideas, conducting experiments, and making breakthroughs can lead to a state of intense focus and creativity. Despite its benefits, achieving and maintaining the flow state can be challenging due to various barriers. Identifying and addressing these barriers is essential for optimizing creativity and productivity. The pursuit of perfection can hinder the flow state by inducing self-criticism and anxiety. Embrace the concept of good enough and focus on the process rather than striving for unattainable perfection. Allow yourself to experiment and make mistakes as part of the creative journey. Self-doubt and fear of failure can disrupt the flow state. Practice self-compassion and build confidence through positive reinforcement and incremental achievements. Cultivate a growth mindset that views challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. External pressures, such as deadlines or expectations, can create stress and hinder the flow state. Find ways to manage these pressures and create a supportive environment that encourages creativity. Communicate openly about your needs and establish boundaries to protect focus time. If you find it difficult to enter the flow state, consider whether the activity aligns with your interests and passions. Engage in activities that resonate with you and inspire intrinsic motivation. Aligning your creative work with your values and interests enhances the likelihood of experiencing flow. Mental clutter and distractions can impede the flow state. Practice mindfulness and organization techniques to clear your mind and focus on the task at hand. Regularly assess and address any sources of mental or emotional clutter that may affect your creativity. Integrating the flow state into daily life involves creating routines and habits that support sustained engagement and creativity. Here are some practical tips for incorporating flow into your everyday activities. Develop a daily routine that includes dedicated time for creative work and flow activities. Consistent routines help build momentum and create a supportive environment for achieving flow. Design a workspace that is conducive to flow. This includes organizing your environment, minimizing distractions, and ensuring that you have the tools and resources needed for your creative work. Reflect on your experiences with flow and make adjustments as needed. Identify patterns, challenges, and strategies that contribute to or hinder your flow state. Regular reflection helps optimize your approach and enhances your ability to achieve flow. Cultivate a mindset that embraces challenges, experimentation, and continuous learning. A growth mindset supports resilience and creativity, making it easier to enter and sustain the flow state. Ensure that you balance periods of focused work with time for rest and recovery. Avoid overworking and prioritize self-care to maintain sustained creativity and well-being. Explore a variety of creative and flow-inducing activities. Engaging in different pursuits can provide new perspectives and stimulate creativity. Experiment with different forms of expression and find what resonates with you. The concept of living in the moment is central to unlocking our creative potential. By immersing ourselves fully in the present, we can tap into a wellspring of creativity and inspiration that is often obscured by distractions, worries, and future-oriented thinking. This section explores the significance of living in the present, how it enhances creativity, and practical strategies for embracing the now to unlock our creative genius. Living in the moment, often referred to as being present or practicing mindfulness, involves focusing your attention on the current experience without being preoccupied by past regrets or future anxieties. This state of awareness allows you to fully engage with whatever you are doing, leading to a richer and more fulfilling experience. Living in the moment means being acutely aware of your immediate surroundings, sensations, and experiences. This awareness involves observing your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations without judgment or distraction. Being present requires minimizing distractions and concentrating on the task or experience at hand. It involves letting go of external interruptions and internal distractions that pull your focus away from the present moment. Embracing the present involves accepting things as they are, without resistance or wishful thinking. It means acknowledging and appreciating the current moment, even if it is not perfect or ideal. When you are fully present, you engage deeply with your current activity, whether it is a conversation, a creative project, or a simple everyday task. This engagement fosters a sense of emotion and satisfaction. Creativity thrives in the present moment because it is where our most genuine and spontaneous ideas arise. When we are fully immersed in the now, we allow ourselves to experience life more fully and respond to it with authenticity and originality. Being present allows for a sharper focus on the task at hand. This heightened concentration facilitates a connection with your creative work, leading to more innovative and original ideas. When you are fully engaged in the present, there is less room for self-criticism and judgment. This reduction in self-doubt enables you to explore creative ideas without fear of failure or rejection. Living in the moment allows you to connect with your emotions more profoundly. This emotional resonance can infuse your creative work with authenticity and depth, making it more impactful and meaningful. Creativity often involves spontaneity and improvisation. Being present encourages spontaneous responses and ideas, allowing for a more fluid and natural creative process. The flow state, characterized by effortless and immersive engagement, is closely linked to being present. By living in the moment, you increase the likelihood of experiencing flow, which enhances creativity and productivity. To fully harness the benefits of living in the moment, it is essential to incorporate practical strategies into your daily routine. These strategies help cultivate mindfulness and enhance your ability to stay present, thereby unlocking your creative potential. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful practice for developing present moment awareness. By dedicating time each day to meditation, you train your mind to focus on the present and observe thoughts and sensations without judgment. This practice enhances your ability to stay grounded and engaged in the now. Find a quiet and comfortable space to sit or lie down. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice the sensation of each inhale and exhale. When your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Start with a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration. Engage in mindful observation by paying close attention to your surroundings and sensory experiences. This practice involves noticing the details of your environment, such as colors, textures, and sounds, and appreciating them fully. Choose an object or scene to observe mindfully, such as a flower, a piece of art, or a view from your window. Take time to explore its details, textures, and colors. Notice any sensations or emotions that arise as you observe. Designate specific periods for focused work where you commit to staying present and minimizing distractions. Use this time to immerse yourself fully in your creative projects or tasks. Set aside uninterrupted time for focused work. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs or applications, and create a conducive environment for concentration. Use techniques such as the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break to maintain focus. Practicing gratitude helps you appreciate the present moment and enhances your overall sense of well-being. By acknowledging and expressing gratitude for what you have, you cultivate a positive mindset and a greater connection to the now. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down things you are grateful for each day. Reflect on these entries and express appreciation for the small and significant aspects of your life. Incorporate creative activities into your routine that encourage you to stay present and express yourself freely. These activities can include drawing, painting, writing, or playing a musical instrument. Choose a creative activity that you enjoy and set aside regular time for it. Allow yourself to explore and experiment without focusing on the outcome. Embrace the process and let go of any expectations or judgments. Mindful eating involves paying full attention to the experience of eating, including the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. This practice helps you savor each bite and stay present during meals. Sit down for your meals without distractions such as TV or smartphones. Take small bites and chew slowly, noticing the flavors and textures of the food. Reflect on the nourishment it provides and express gratitude for the meal. A body scan is a mindfulness practice that helps you connect with your physical sensations and promote relaxation. By tuning into your body, you enhance your awareness of the present moment. Lie down or sit comfortably and close your eyes. Focus on different areas of your body, starting from your toes and moving up to your head. Notice any sensations, tension, or discomfort in each area. Breathe into these areas and release any tension. Mindful walking involves paying attention to the physical experience of walking, including the movement of your body and the sensation of your feet touching the ground. This practice helps you stay grounded and present. Take a walk in a natural setting or in a quiet space. Focus on the sensation of each step, the rhythm of your breath, and the environment around you. Notice the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk. Accept that uncertainty is a natural part of life and creativity. Instead of worrying about future outcomes, focus on the present moment and the process of creation. Embrace the unknown and allow it to inspire and guide you. When faced with uncertainty, remind yourself that it is an opportunity for growth and exploration. Let go of the need for control and focus on the present moment. Trust in your creative process and allow ideas to unfold organically. Practice being fully present in your interactions with others. Engage in conversations with active listening and genuine interest. and let go of distractions or preoccupations. When interacting with others, make eye contact and listen attentively. Avoid interrupting or thinking about your response while the other person is speaking. Show empathy and appreciation for the person you are with. Despite its benefits, staying present can be challenging due to various obstacles and distractions. Recognizing and addressing these challenges is crucial for maintaining mindfulness and enhancing creativity. The mind often becomes cluttered with thoughts, worries, and distractions. This mental clutter can interfere with your ability to stay present and focused. Practice techniques such as mindfulness meditation and deep breathing to clear mental clutter and promote clarity. The constant presence of technology and digital devices can disrupt your focus and pull you away from the present moment. Set boundaries for technology use and create designated times for checking emails or social media. Stress and anxiety can make it difficult to remain present and engaged. Incorporate stress-reducing practices such as exercise, relaxation techniques, and self-care to manage stress and support mindfulness. Multitasking can diminish your ability to stay present and concentrate on a single task. Focus on one task at a time and use techniques such as the Pomodoro technique to manage your time effectively. The pressure to complete tasks quickly can lead to a sense of urgency and distract you from the present moment. Prioritize quality over speed and allocate sufficient time for each task to reduce time pressure. Negative self-talk and self-criticism can undermine your ability to stay present and confident. Practice self-compassion and challenge negative thoughts by focusing on your strengths and accomplishments. To fully benefit from living in the moment, integrate mindfulness and presence practices into your daily routine. These practices support a balanced and creative lifestyle, helping you stay grounded and engaged. Start your day with a mindful morning routine that sets a positive tone for the day. This can include meditation, journaling, or mindful movement practices such as yoga or stretching. Take regular mindful breaks throughout the day to recharge and refocus. Use these breaks to practice deep breathing, stretching, or a brief mindfulness meditation.